Hi, I'm back. I missed all of you. I'm very excited to be here. A couple days ago, I posted on Blue Sky and I said that I felt like the Conservatives had a billionaire in their back pocket, and I was going to tell you who I think it is. And then Justin Trudeau was like, hey, I'm going to quit, and this is going to be the leading headline. But I've decided that while everybody's over there watching what the Liberals are doing, I'm going to tell you what I think the puppeteer who's controlling the Conservative Party is doing and who it is. Have you ever seen this logo before? This logo is going to be one of the most important conversations we ever have. Oz Ventures is a capital fund that has 3 locations: Canada, Israel, and the United States. It was launched in 2016, and even though it was launched in Canada, its entire goal was to invest in Israeli-based companies that were producing artificial technologies, advanced militarized technologies, cybersecurity, you name it. But I said I was going to tell you who I thought was in control of the Conservative Party of Canada and where their money was coming from. Why on earth would I be talking about a company that's based in Toronto but developing technology for the Israeli government to effectively eradicate Palestinians? How would those things be linked? Stephen Harper. It's Stephen Harper. Stephen Harper is a partner and president of this company. And this company that Stephen Harper is a partner in has invested at least $300 million, but estimates are that it's substantially higher because they have done one hell of a job to hide their money. And the things that they're investing in are literally how to eradicate other human beings using super sketchy AI and crazy face recognition software and the most wild dystopian militarized shit you've ever heard of. But it's not just Stephen Harper. There's a former MI5 director, a former CSIS director, a former CIA director, and the former director of the Israeli military occupation. But wait, there's more. More FBI, more IDF, more elite Israeli intelligence special forces, more Israeli police forces, more Israeli intelligence, and Israeli infrastructure. This company is also investing directly into the Israeli military. They're not just investing privately. They're also directly investing into what is supposed to be a public entity. One of the private companies that Oz has invested in is something called CoreSight, and it's an AI technology that does face recognition, but it's so advanced and it's so good that it can even recognize people when their faces are covered. That is fucking terrifying. And CoreSight has been using the invasion since October 2023 to test their face recognition software to make sure that it is as good as they think it is, even though they keep having to blow up like hospitals and schools and stuff because they think that there might be terrorists inside those buildings. I digress. Their plan is to basically test this technology to see if it works, and then Stephen Harper has been shopping it to other countries. I'm not fucking kidding. So Oz does seem to have a first and foremost priority to serve Israel, but then their secondary piece is to make these products commercially viable and to be sold to the commercial sector. So it seems like they're serving governments, but also plan to sell this back to private companies like a fucking movie theater who can recognize people's facial reactions. I don't know. Why do we need this technology? And the only thing that they invest in is security and intelligence technologies that could have a military or commercial application. It's their thing. It's literally their thing. Now, this next part is really just me hypothesizing based on the breadcrumbs that I was able to find. Stephen Harper, during his time as Prime Minister, loosened the regulations around banking compliance and reporting and made it easier for people to offshore money, specifically Canadians to offshore money. By deregulating a lot of these safety nets, he effectively made it so that he could hide money anywhere. After he left office, he started the IDU, which has effectively dismantled democracy on a global scale. Something that I've noticed with the IDU's practices is they go into places that are extremely resource rich but democracy poor and help far-right ideology to continue to take hold and either get elected or stay elected and stay in power in these places. I don't think he's doing it out of the kindness of his heart, and I would assume that he's making a shit ton of money doing that. But from a public declaration standpoint, it's estimated that his net worth is only $7 million. This is the guy who's the chairman of an international organization that's working with actual dictators. There's no way he's not making some crazy money off of that. In 2016, he also started Oz Venture Capital that successfully invested in all of these militarized applications and AI technology and face recognition and all of this crazy software that has huge financial value to it, and yet he still has this stagnant net worth. I don't buy it for a second. Pair that with the fact that he just got access to the Aimco fund that has an estimated value of $160 billion, and we know that he misappropriated funds from the conservative fundraising account while he was overseeing that for 4 years, and I have a feeling that a whole bunch of this $160 billion is going to end up invested in Oz. It's going to end up perpetuating AI technologies that effectively eradicate humans that stand in opposition of far-right ideology. I completely understand that the important conversation of the day is the fact that Justin Trudeau has just stepped down, and I think that that's something that definitely needs to be talked about, but there's a lot of other voices who are covering that, so I'm going to continue to look over here and see what the puppet master is doing. Because since Stephen Harper left office in 2015, he's effectively launched an organization that's systematically destroying democracy on a global scale and aligning itself with totalitarian regimes that are exploiting people and literally murdering their own population to acquire more resources. He also launched an investment fund that has funneled so much fucking money into the Israeli Defense Fund and technologies that are eradicating a population, and that population is being used as R&D to figure out if this tech works and if they can sell it to other totalitarian regimes. This guy is doing some fucked up shit and nobody noticed because he's just like the fun ex-prime minister who's super zany and wears a blazer with jeans. What a guy. Hey friends, he enjoys making jazz music and has a cover band. Meanwhile, he's effectively launching technologies that are in fact terrifying. He is weaponizing AI in a way that makes dystopian movies look like they're a playbook. I really, truly, wholeheartedly believe that Stephen Harper is in control of the Conservative Party at a federal level. I also believe that he is pulling the strings at a provincial level in at least the province of Alberta. I believe that he has figured out how to acquire more money to funnel into technology development of weaponized technology that should make all of us quite fearful. And he has done it with next to nobody noticing. Oh, and his investment company helped to fund that super sketchy cell phone thing I talked about before, where your cell phone can be tracked, and people have literally been unalived because of that technology. So, yeah, happy Monday. Welcome to Nitty 2025. I'm going to diversify my platform so you can follow me on Blue Sky. I'm going to put my Instagram in the place where all the clickies are, and I'm going to continue to make content. We've got some sponsors, all that kind of stuff, because low-key, I want to go off-grid.